Okay, hello, good morning. How are you today? I hope you are fine. Okay, today we're going to continue working with section 1B that is on page number 9. Remember that we have read a text last Zoom class. Today we're going to practice and revise the differences between the present perfect simple and the past simple. If you have a look at page 9, the grammar box here on top, we've got 6 sentences. These sentences have examples of present perfect and past simple. I'm going to read them and then you're going to see differentiate between the two tenses. You're going to write PPS for present perfect simple and PS for past simple, right? Number 1 says, I've worked on this ship for a month, that is PPS, as it says there. Number 2 says, I've saved quite a lot since I joined this ship. So here we have two tenses. The first one, I've saved, ahorrar, saved, present perfect. You have the have in the short form, and joined, past simple, right? Last year, I was on one which went round the med. Two past simple verbs, was and went. Number 4, a few years ago, a TV company filmed some scenes in our village. Filmed, past simple. Number 5, I worked as an extra in some crowd scenes. Past simple worked. And number 6, after that, I signed up with an agency. Signed up, past simple, right? So remember that the difference is in the use and in the form. Present perfect simple is used to talk about experiences in life, yes, without saying when the experience happened. For example, I have traveled by plane y no digo cuándo. Si yo digo cuándo, for example, if I say last year, voy a usar past simple. Last year I traveled by plane. Remember that the present perfect simple, PPS, is formed with have or has and the verb in the past participle form, that is ded or the third column. In all three forms, positive, negative, and interrogative. Remember that in negative sentences we use haven't or hasn't. Now, PS, past simple, is used with the verb in positive sentences, right? The verb should go with ded or the second column, right? And we don't use has or have. We only change the verb in positive sentences. In negatives, we use didn't and the verb doesn't change. And in questions, we use did and the verb doesn't change, right? Okay, that is the difference in form. The difference in use, as I said before, the present perfect is used to talk about experiences, to talk about actions that started in the past and continue in the present. For example, I have studied English for 10 years, right? You started 10 years ago and you continue studying English now in the present. And for actions that are recently finished and that you can see the result. Imagine that this room is red now and I tell you I have just painted this room. Acabo de pintarla. Lo terminé en el pasado, pero el resultado lo veo hoy. Now, the past simple is used to talk about complete actions or finished actions in the past with no relation to the present. Yes? Last year I traveled by plane. Yesterday I painted this wall. 10 days ago I didn't go to school, right? So finished or completed actions in the past with no reference or with no relation to the present. If you have a look at choose the correct options, this exercise, it hasn't got a number. We have to circle or underline the correct alternative. 1. We use the present perfect simple to talk about events that are finished or events that are linked to the present. Which one do you choose? 2. We use the past simple to talk about events that are finished or events that are linked to the present. You have to circle or underline the correct option. Since is used for a point in time or a period in time. Force is used for a point in time or a period in time. For and since are two expressions that are used with the present perfect simple. For means durante in Spanish, and we use this to talk about a period of time. For example, I have studied English for 10 years, durante 10 años. And we use since, that in Spanish means desde. Se deben acordar esto del año pasado probablemente. A point in time. ¿Por qué decimos que es un punto en el tiempo? A point in time. It is the time when the activity started. For example, I have studied English since 2010. Yes? Desde el 2010. It indicates the point in time when the action started. Remember that the present perfect is to talk about actions that started in the past and continue in the present. So you can do from page number 9, exercise 4, Jack Clark is a TV camera operator. Complete the dialogue with the past simple or present perfect simple form of the verbs in brackets or short answers. A veces hay respuestas cortas. Si pregunto con did, respondo con did o didn't. Si pregunto con have o has, respondo con have o has o haven't, hasn't. Right? Porque es un diálogo. Exercise number 5A, Steve Norton plays bass guitar in the rock band Taste Tech. Use the prompts to complete the questions and answers, then practice the dialogue in pairs. Siempre que aparezca how long, voy a usar present perfect, porque how long es una expresión de present perfect. ¿Por cuánto tiempo? Durante tanto tiempo, desde tanto tiempo. Ahora, si aparece la palabrita when, cuando me está refiriendo a un momento específico del pasado, voy a usar past simple, right? Okay, so you have got different 8 questions, right? And you have to answer with the information you have in brackets. Formulo la pregunta y lo respondo completo con información entre paréntesis. Yes? So, this is 5A. Listening, voy a tratar de mandarles la pista para que puedan escucharla. And you have to answer, it's an interview, una entrevista que le hacen a Anna Nichols. You have to answer the questions, right? Okay.